What's going on, bullshippers? Welcome back. How you doing, dudes and dudettes? How are we all? I'll have a tenner on that Apex, by the way. Just seen that message pop up there, you cheeky. Yeah, I'll take a tenner on that. How you doing? Hopefully you can hear me. Let's start with that and see what technical difficulties we've got. Can you see me? Can you hear me? God, someone give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Can you see me? Can you hear me? That's all I want to know. Yeah. Nope, says Apex. Yeah, we're back. We're back. I've got Jess on call with me. Say hello, Jess. I have got Jess on call with me, honestly.
I was trying to pull up the stream in the background so that I could be aware of the chat.
Oh, right.
Hospital complications.
Yeah, no, he's there, and we will be having Polly come along shortly. Along came Polly. Yeah, he will be joining us. Barely hear Jess. No, I'm just literally, I thought that in my headphones a second ago. I'm just going in to adjust Jess's knobs in my settings. Let's try that, and then let's put you over there. Let's turn you up a bit in there. Right, say something, Jess.
Yeah, what's up?
Is that better for you? Is that better for you, chat, for Jess? Give me a good, no good for Jess's volume. A little better. We can turn you up a little bit more.
Juice it.
Right, how's that? He sounds like he's a few thousand miles away. It's funny you should say that, Blackadder.
Literally, I am, but it also might have something to do with me being in the hospital. I don't know how the acoustics are here as they normally would be with me being, at my house.
Good now, that's better. They're saying, yeah. I've just turned you up gradually in Discord. That's all. What are you on? 129. Sounds good. Yeah. So once we get Polly on, we can check his levels, and then we'll be good to go. How is everyone? God, I've missed you lot. Yeah, really. It's been a long old summer. To be honest, one thing and another. Roll call, I suppose. We best do that first, hadn't we? Forgotten how to do this whole streaming malarkey thing, see? Ryan was first in the chat before I was doing my testing up there. Still can't get the YouTube chat box to work on stream, but I'm sure you've all got chat there on your devices, so that's fine. Ryan first, Apex Prey in second. Damn you, Ryan, always first. So I kind of had to point out that technically I was first. We got Yo Master and Blaz de Lazo, loving the bagpipes. I know, I love my intro. We've got some more building some more playlists like that. Some Irish punk and some Viking metal will be coming along shortly. Red Dog Boom and Dirac, Chance 13. Only me. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Thank you for joining me on the channel, and I appreciate all the drops through the summer. Only me with this Cookie the Cat account been dropping like a madman on my Ballistic Bull account, keeping me fresh up to date with diamonds, which is nice. So really appreciate that. Thank you, Only Me. Aspie Boom Beach in there as well, and we got a Flint, Michigan game sighting. Apex Prey. It looks like you're out of pocket on that then, doesn't it, mate? Because not too many. Does Jess's volume count as a technical glitch? I'm not really sure. Flint, Michigan saying Scully's about to raid you. We've got Andrew Fanai, we've got Blackadder, Hope and Glory, Dirac, MC Squared in there as well. Irene Hawken. Andrew, Dirac, the same names back and forward. Yeah. Evan K. Evan K. Evan K in there as well. Adam Brown. Hi, Martin, Jess, and JP. JP will be here shortly. Old Pollington just brushing his teeth and getting his car fired up. We got Commander J Doom sighting as well. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Doomer? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so The tree. Should we get into the tree and all of that straight away? Shall we? I'm assuming that you've all seen the tree. Let's jump over to that one there, and then
What's up, guys?
we want that one. The tree. There it is in all its glory. What do we... Oh. Just wanna... Okay, just give me a sec. I will sort that out. Not quite sure why that's jumped open like that. How's that? There we go. That should just about, yeah, just about do it, I think. Evan K gamer name is Knave. Just in case you run across that young man. Show him some love. Drop him some drops for Knave there. Axe Derby sighting. What's up, Axe and Zendo? Watch and not replay in ×4. Then got hit on crab ×3. Yes. Bad boy leader and Vicky Coleman as well. Good to see you live, Martin. Hope the family's okay. Yeah, thanks, Vicky. Not too bad, all things considered. We're in a better place than we have been most of the summer, but yeah, we're just waiting now. Phil Oliver, what's up, everybody? Smells like bullshit in here. It always is. Only evening slacker. Yeah, the slacking reins have been passed on to me. Only me. I have definitely taken up the slacking reins here. So yeah, the tree. What do you want? What were your thoughts? Hey,
I couldn't tell if Polly was eating breakfast or not.
Oh,
I thought he might have been like eating at us something.
Okay, we got Pollington in the chat as well.
I'm here. I'm not eating breakfast. It's just my
Yeah, it sounded like you were eating some tuna out of a can or something.
Man, fuck that. The radio. Oh, I hate tuna. How's everyone going? Good morning from Australia.
You're really
all I
quiet.
have to say right now.
Are you on hands free, Polly? Polly, are you on a hands free?
No, I've got my AirPods in.
Okay, it's just that you're quite quiet. Can you guys hear him in the chat? Okay. Can you guys hear Polly all right? Maybe it's just my end. I can fiddle around with my. He is very quiet, says Doom.
That's probably for the best, to be honest. Well, let me switch device. I'll log in. I'll get onto my other device. Hang on.
Okay. Just
Martin might just need to turn your knob up.
Yeah,
he had to do it with me.
I've already got Polly's knob cranked to the. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, settle down.
Right. Say something now, Polly.
Hang on, because I'm changing devices.
Okay, you don't need to. I just need to play with your knobs, get them all sorted out. I think you should be better now.
Did you fix your knob? Surely you fixed your knob.
Martin crank. We've only been live 5 minutes and it's got weird.
Oh. Hey, you touching me knob. Stop touching me knob.
Oh dear.
It's way too early for that.
Yeah, no, I think we've got it. I think we've
That's good.
I think we've nailed it now. We're being raided by Scully too. What a way to start. It'll be over very shortly. Quite up the stream, Martin needs to play with Paul. Yeah, so welcome to the live stream, Polly.
Thank you.
We'll wait for a few of your Aussie comrades to turn up, and then we might delve into the cricket a little bit. But I'm going to tell them at the end. I'm going to tell them at the end of the stream what's kind of gone on with the cricket and the bets that we've had, and what that means for next season's stream. You don't want to miss that news, chat. I can tell you that's going to be something to behold next season. God. Right. Anyway, that's a whole sort of 4 weeks away yet. Let's get into this tree. What do you boys think?
I think we're all forced to take one path, really. Again,
I think that the gold starters all rush rocket choppers, but I think everyone else, for me, it's Boo.
let's be honest. The gold starters are probably not even watching this stream because they don't need tech tree advice. They don't need to know how to use a calculator.
We got Doomer here.
So
we got Doomer here. He's a gold starter. They're here for the entertainment.
Actually, this season he's not starting in gold, I believe.
he
botched last season.
Hop on call.
I think RCs without shocks are going to be just way too hard to use.
And if you're going to shocks, you might as well go to boom cannons.
Yeah, but I do see an advantage of going 4ER first and then making your way back, as opposed to getting everything first in 3ER and then going 4ER.
Right.
Probably won't be ranking up on day one. You'd probably just sit pat on day two.
Yeah, exactly right. So it's like you wouldn't be getting the rank chests that you sort of need to go back and get those stuff. You know, 2 heroes in a 3ER really make it difficult to.
It's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's okay because I like that sort of style of it.
Yeah,
because it's really making you govern, your part. If you're going to go get brick, you're not going to be able to go get bullet. So, pick your poison.
Absolutely. Andrew Down just rocked up. What's up, Andrew Down? And Mr. Skull Crusher himself has just shown up. What's up, Scully? How you doing, my friend? Doomer, yeah. Doomer's starting in 15. Ryan's just pointing out he was slacking this season. So
yeah, yep.
It was
not a gold starter.
It was a long, drawn-out season last time round. It's got to be said. I enjoyed it, but it was long and drawn out.
Yeah. While Skull's in the chat, thanks Skull for going to the extreme levels of building bases and putting some defenses on a deck, and doing the 3ER dirty, 3ER naked, 4ER dirty. It really opened your eyes that, geez, I tell you what, once we're in 6ER, oh yeah,
that was
that was eye-opening.
That was a good little graphic you added there, Scully. I thought to myself when I saw that, I might even rip that off myself. But no, that was a really good plan. Like, nicely done. Groove, evening gents. What's up, Groove? And Apex coming in with his 20-month flex for membership. Yeah, so that's something. Martini as well. What's up? How you doing, my friend? That's something else. So in the handover between Aaron running the channel and me running the channel, we had a sort of period where we were demonetized while we did the handover. That period has now ended. And all of those of you who were members prior to that will have your membership renewed now. So I did put a post on the community page on the YouTube channel, but since we've got a few of you in chat, I feel it only fair to say that if you have subscribed, that money will be start coming back out of your accounts again on a monthly basis. Of course, I really appreciate it, and I will aim to 25 months for Scully. Wow, 2 years. You know, I will be aiming to be pushing more content out over the coming weeks and then months, and the ideas that I had, hopefully I will be able to implement moving forward. But yeah, just to let you know, in the interests of fairness, that that will be occurring. And if you haven't subscribed to the membership on the channel yet, then please feel free to do so. I will probably be looking at changing the membership slightly and just moving it all to one price for one standard membership rather than having a two-tiered thing. But that's kind of in the pipeline in the next month or so. Sorry about that. Back to the tree, boys. Back to the tree. Yeah, so 3 ER. Top or bottom, innit? I mean, depends on where you start.
I don't
That's the
even
old-
think it. Well, it's hard to say because I mean I'm starting at rank 6.
Oof.
I was look. I've taken a few seasons off. So
Yeah.
it's basically 2 seasons ago finished, like didn't really start it, and then last season played a little bit, and then just got too busy with work. But this season, I mean, I'm going to try to push and help out as much as I can. I need to try to get back into the Task Force 1. Can't keep being in Task Force 2 and join at own risk. I think the key is that one Sky Shield that is our solo Sky Shield for the whole season. Being in 3ER tucked away makes it so much more required as opposed to waiting for it. Because it's really going to shut down the heavy rush meta, isn't it?
So, so over here, this Sky Shield here, I think, you know, when I first saw the tree, we went through it, and I saw that there was the Sky Shield there. It was kind of, yeah, there's so much good stuff down this beyond bullet. The boom mines, the boom cannons, the Sky Shield, the shocks. There's so much stuff there that you need that it kind of forces you to take that path. It's which way you get to it.
Yeah.
That's really the question. Now, I think I quite like the look of that route. I know that going this way is going to be cheaper, but in the long run, I think you're still going to be coming back for cannons. You're still going to be coming back for rifles at some point if you're going to be picking up Kavan. I don't see you not picking up Kavan before the end of the season. I think once we get into 5 and 6 ER, then Kavan's going to be required for those for the bomber hits. Obviously, without the big yellow bus. We got Evil Beaver sighting in the chat as well. What's up, Beaver?
Evil Beaver's confusing someone for Aaron. I don't think Evil Beaver understands that Aaron is no longer here.
This is
Where you
mine.
been, Evil Beaver?
Who's scuba diving? Says only me. I think that's Polly in his car.
It's probably me driving.
Yeah. I spent £5,000, just refunded it to my bank account, and we'll say no more about it. Yeah, good crack. I think the players can afford it. We need to get to 4ER as soon as possible. Yeah, see, that's now he knows about Aaron.
Okay.
That's the other thing, isn't it? That is the right play to get to 4ER, like you said, and then look at coming back. And if that's the case, can you afford to do it? Do you slow yourself down by picking up the building health, or even picking up the flamethrowers and the sniper towers? Because obviously coming this path, you've only got the machine guns, the mines, and the cannons as defences.
I just think that, well, see, with doing some calculations, it seems like a rank 15 can get you basically to boom cannons, and at the same time, it can also get you 4ER with rocket choppers. So
Yeah, so
I,
just
I just don't see rocket choppers being able to do anything against a max 3ER,
so
even
yeah,
if they don't have cannons.
like you said, a rank 14 start. Let's move that down. I was just playing with some numbers earlier. A rank 14 start, as you said. Take these out of the equation
Rank 14,
as
direct to us is not getting flames, not getting building health, just getting anything on path down the bottom path will get you to rocket choppers before even opening in a chest.
well. Yeah. So I was messing around with some numbers earlier, and let's take those two out as well, and then we want iron. That's collecting all iron, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's not even
yeah,
collecting any in iron. You don't even have to start your chest.
yeah. So
I think
rank 24 plus 4 iron gets you to rocket choppers. Rank 20. Sorry.
no, I don't. I think no, no. I don't think you even have to get your time chest, do you?
Yeah, you do. So rank 14 start,
Oh,
24.5 gets you to rocket choppers with 4 iron chests, gives you 1 key spare.
oh, there you go. Yeah.
Rank 14 gets you to boom cannons with 14 keys spare. That's with 4 iron chests.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of it. Back
You
to
want to go to 4ER quickly, but you want to be able to compete on the way to 4ER so that you're getting those ranked chests. So 4ER quick is amazing, but I think you need to go down the rabbit hole so that you can compete along the way.
yeah, because 4ER, what you're going to have? You're going to have heavy Zookas with a flare, but in terms of defense, you're going to have machine guns, you're going to have mines, you're going to have cannons, and that's it. You're not even going to be able to afford the building health to drag out the to drag out the hits. The hits are going to be over in like seconds. I don't like the fact that you have to rush into 6 chests. No, that's always nice. What's up, guys? Hope you're all good. 10-ton hammer, welcome to the chat. You're in, Martin. My wife likes your spreadsheet. There's a few people that like the spreadsheet. I like it. Works for me. That's all I care about. That's why I built it for me at the end of the day, and then I shared it. I think only people rushing Seekers will skip the rabbit hole in 3. I think you're right, Duma. I make that absolutely spot on. Because
Take actually, that was really good. He thinks, and I agree with him, that Seekers are a no-go this season. As excited as I was to get them and use them this season, he thinks they're a no-go. And if he thinks they're a no-go, obviously a moderate to noobish Seeker player and myself are not even going to try them.
who
And that's
said
because of the
that?
minimal TH. Doom.
Right.
So, I mean, no TH.
I think Seekers with when people get to 7ER, people that have got Seekers are probably going to be faster than HCRC. Because it's all about doing it's all about doing the, distracting, clearing minds, because then they're going to have bullet, smoke. So it's one of those things. But I also think the 40 keys for Seekers are really expensive as well. So it's like a two chests just to collect Seekers. And then, as always, going forward, when you've got the shock launcher and the shock mines there, I just think that the keys are probably wasted. But Seekers will always have a say in a season, won't they?
We got. I just want to give a shout out to Falcor in the chat as well. What's up, Falcor? Doomer's just said with only 50 TH, Seekers die to both cannon shot and boom mines, so very easy to kill them, and that's probably a very valid point.
Yeah.
That when you think of their damage per second, if one shot from a cannon is taking one Seeker out, what do you get to a boat? 7 or 8? 8 to a boat. That's 2 cannons, 4 seconds. That's a boat of Seekers dead.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
but then you've got everything to make Seekers work as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure the elite Seeker players will make them work, but
oh yeah.
us mere mortals. Am I going to get Seekers? I don't know. I kind of think that I'll probably get critter launchers and go the other way around that window, because I think that a Doom cannon, more GBE and artillery is probably more value than Seekers and mechs, especially if I get Kavan. Only Mini Doom is allowed to go to Seekers.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, I know Mini J Doom is going to make Seekers work, and he'll have the naked base, no shocks, no nothing. He'll go straight to Seekers.
Tay says it's a pleasant surprise to see you back on YouTube. I hope everything is going well with you and your family. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Been better, but yeah, I think things are picking up. So hopefully you'll see more of me. We have an Andro sighting, everyone. Get the happy birthday stickers out. How you doing, Andro? Right, I've got right. This is for Andro. This is for Andro. I want that. I want that set up over there.
Oh boy.
No, it's right. So, Andro. Obviously, I know you know how to. So over here is where you want to add the date and time. So I've put in 31st of July 2023 over here. Oh, my pointer doesn't work. Oh, why doesn't that work over there? So yeah, in this box, 31st of July 2023 at 0900. Obviously, you're in America, so you want to put 0731 2023. And then whatever time the season starts, that will then populate this list with the times and the times and the days that you should be getting your keys. It does, like you said, it doesn't matter because you can still add your chests here as and when you collect them, but it just gives you a rough idea of time and day on which your keys. What days your keys are available. There was Andrew messaged me earlier saying that she was having problems getting the date in, so I just wanted to give her a quick. That's how it works. Right. Okay. Back to the tree. Yeah, like you said, people that rush Seekers, they're gonna have. Are they gonna have bullet or are they gonna take this lower path?
No, they're gonna have to take the lower path.
Oops. See, it's this path that they're going to be taking, isn't it? I mean, that's a big rush to Seekers, isn't it?
I mean, if they're maintaining in gold, right?
Yeah, but can you maintain in gold with that? I mean, literally, you're going to have. What, 5? Is it 5 or 7 machine guns?
Well,
7 machine guns, 5 cannons, so that's 12, plus 2 extra
I think that
defences,
people.
14. You're only going to have 14 defensive buildings on the deck until you pick up rocket launchers.
I think. Well, I think what they might even do is they will grab the flamethrowers. They probably will go and grab the critters. They could also go bottom path. See, there is another path, and it's something that if I was starting a little bit higher, I really would consider. It's forgetting top path in 3ER and rushing to bombardiers with rifle bombardier. You get that troop health, then you go down critters, get that multi-node 3, which puts an extra 3 cannons on your deck, making RCs pretty much obsolete, I think. And then getting the King Kavan.
Yeah.
That in 4ER is huge, I think. It's another path that has really not been set.
That
So as opposed to going that path.
So that's what I'm going to do off the bat, I think. So grab flamethrowers, then go straight to boom cannons. From there, I've got... Oh, sorry. Not quite that far. Take the bottom path. I can go to Sky Shield with flamethrower. So I grab my flamethrowers, then I go to Sky Shield. From there, one rank chest would then enable me to get building health or boom cannons. I'd probably end up getting the building health. Then another rank chest gets me boom cannons, and then from there troop damage, and then I'd probably go on that way. And then, like you said, I'd go through rocket choppers, bombardiers and troop damage. Is kind of split in an awkward place there. And then when you get to here, like you said, to come round that way, yes, it's long-winded, but you're missing that key vacuum again, a little bit like the area at the start, like this area here. There's a couple of key vacuums at some point coming back from mortars, and then I'd probably take that path to 6, grabbing the critter launchers, direct path to 7, heavy bus, and then come back for the lasers and the building. Well, probably, to be honest, probably 7 bus troop damage, and then come back for the lasers and the building health. But that obviously is a long way away yet. Don't even mention the shock mines, Polly. I think 6ER is set up. Yeah, I mean shock mines and shock launchers together there. You know, they're gonna put pay to any seeker hit that was around, I think.
Oh, okay. So you brought that up, and I did read it in chat, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. But if you go and have a look at the shock mine placements on Skull's base, oh, they are just terrible. Like, that don't even make sense. Like, it's, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna try to stitch him up here, and I'm like, yeah, excellent shock mine placement, because you know what's going to happen. Someone is going to build Skull's base, because people still get a little bit confused, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna see that base. Oh yeah, it's worked for Skull. Yeah, it definitely worked for Skull. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna build it. Oh, I hope they do, so I can just troll.
You could be responsible for a lot of people slipping rank with that, Scully.
Yeah.
I hope you got broad shoulders. Aspie Boom Beach. Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you. Great to be back on the airwaves again after a long enforced break this summer. I've tried to do the odd stream here and there, but it's just proved difficult. But no, hopefully from here on in, it should be somewhat easier. But thanks for dropping by.
Shout out to the 67 people in chat. Hope everyone's smashed that like button.
Blimey, are we at 67? Wow. So, yeah, that's let's take that down. Oh, What was that, Jess?
I was just saying it's like staying at 69 for me, like concurrently.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't got enough monitors to bring that information up. That's
Yeah,
64
Evan.
I'm showing here. Evan, I think Jess
Yeah,
was considered mortars. Yeah, go on.
yeah, no. So my main path is flamethrowers BH3 bottom path, go around the bullet, and then stopping at the sky shield. After the sky shield, I'm gonna go TD, then I'm gonna go boom cannons, and then I'm gonna go mortars only if the meta has pivoted from heavy rush to heavy Zuka. Because as we know, machine guns, mortars, those are Zuka's, you know, enemy besides RLs and mines, etc. But mortars are the best thing to combat Zukas. And so if it does pivot to an HZ meta on the way to RCs and bombers, then I would quickly just pay the 18 keys to get the mortars to help in that endeavor.
And I just
Hopefully that makes sense.
yes, it did. But so what Jess is saying, he's going to get the flamethrowers off the start, and then come this path that we said to here. And at this point, he's going to look at what the meta is, and potentially come back for building health or for boom cannons. Whichever one of those.
I've already made it. Yeah, I've already decided. I'm going BH first.
So he's going to go BH,
TD,
then TD, and
with
then
my TD with my first rank, and then BCs, and then decide on mortars.
okay, so that's going to be first rank chest, and then you go in there, and then, like you say, it'll decide on mortars, because they're only one box off path, aren't they? What's up, Passy, in the chat there? Nice to see you. No chewing gum in line. Hope you bought enough for everyone. Making a bacon and butter bagel. Ooh, I had bacon and black pudding for lunch. It was bloody lovely.
To pull off them, but I have seen, like you were talking about earlier, bullet rifle swarm done really effectively, but it's like hit and miss. It's like you're either really good and you're killing bases, or you're fizzling hard. So I mean, that's something you can probably do, but I don't know if the average Joe can, no pun intended, can you know, pull off rifle swarm with bullet with dirty bases.
Yeah, I think so. Brick is on path. Seems there's a consensus that bullet is needed. I think brick. See, brick with cluster buster is good. Brick and battle orders is good. It's not so much the fact that that bullet is superior to brick. It's just that the bullet path gives you more options. Going brick gives you nothing. Let's just wipe this out and show that path again. You know, if you go through brick, that's the natural path to brick. You've got to go through smoke and bullet to get boom mines, shock bombs, sky shield, boom cannons, sort of all this lovely stuff here. You can even include mortars in that, I guess. All right, these two nodes you could still pick up off the start. So when you kind of get to bullet, your kind of meta is forced into being either heavy rush with battle orders or heavy Zuka with iron will. But you haven't got a lot of defense to defend your base with. Whereas coming through the bullet path, let's wipe all that out. Coming through the bullet path, you get the boom mines, you're going to get a sky shield here, and you're going to get the boom cannons. It just gives you a little bit more behind your base.
Even if you have brick, say you go all the way right before 4ER, you will have, you know, TD and brick, but you'll still lose to every sky shield player that you face, because it'll be those who have it and those who don't. And if you don't, I'm going to be licking my like chops to like face you, hopefully a lot as I attempt to rank up, because you know, without a sky shield, it just makes it so much easier.
Yes. Who was it who's just asked Sky Shield before building health? Somebody just said there Sky Shield. But yeah, so yes, Sky Shield before building health. What the hell is black pudding? Exactly what's been said in chat, Apex. It's also called blood pudding as well. You might know it as, but it's basically raw pig's blood mixed with barley and some other bits and pieces, some other seasonings and stuff. Then you pour that mixture into a casting, into your like sausage skins, and then you boil that off, and then you let that set, slice it up, and fry it, and that is black pudding.
Martin, we're not a food channel. You've literally just lost all your viewers.
No, I haven't. there it is, Martini. Pick up Sky Shield before building health. Yeah, so
Yes, I would be.
yeah, black pudding and scallops. Hey, see, now there's somebody with a little class. Apex, what the hell is wrong with you Brits? Just a pity that bullet shocks, smokes, flares, and no shock mines or shock launchers that Seekers won't work. What, have everything for Seekers before you get them? Yeah, I think Apex is off. He wishes I'd stayed off air. I think that's, you know, I think for everybody 15 and below, that going boom cannons is the sensible path. If you've got a gold start, then you're playing a different, you're almost playing in a different game. But yeah, definitely the Sky Shield, because that's just going to slow. You can't flare, you can't Hail Mary, you can't do anything to that last ER until the Sky Shield's gone. So I'm just looking at all the foodie comments coming in now. Peanut butter and jelly is weird. So yeah, you've got, you know, the Sky Shield has to go before, but the building health will be useful, and I would say yes, building health before troop damage, because that will slow the hits right down, and then the troop damage.
I think you got to try to that first hour, sort of look at the stat nodes that you're coming up against and try to remember how the hit went. You know, if you're starting to see a lot of people with troop damage that are getting your base down quicker than anything, and you don't have the building health, but then you face someone with no building health and you get you're a couple of seconds off, you may as well go through that troop damage because you're going forward. You know, and on the off chance that it does work out, at least you've gone forward for it.
Yeah.
You're always happy to get the troop damage. And then in saying that as well, you know, you've gone forward, you grind it out a little bit. Now I say that you grind it out a little bit, so then 4 hours into your grind and you get that rank, you can then go back for the building health.
Yeah.
Or you just wait at one-time chest.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, that's the way forward, and I think that boom cannons can wait. I know that rocket people that go directly to rocket choppers are going to fear boom cannons, but you know, I think that they will come in due course. On day one, you will get that rank chest, and it will happen eventually.
It's going to be a grind. At the start of the season, it's going to be a grind because everyone seems like they're going to be going top path via bullet. It's all going to be about a base that slows everyone down or makes the heavy rush fizzle. Yeah, and again, it's going to be, you know, what you're putting into your defenses. You know, max defenses. As opposed to tick 4 are always going to be, you know, more deadly.
Well, yeah, tick 4 gives you the
tell you that.
Tick 4 gives you the maximum amount of towers as well, doesn't it? Well, except boom cannons, that's tick 3. But yeah, you get the most amount of towers at tick 4. So it's definitely worth going tick 4 with all the defences, I think, if you can, but not at the expense of. See, I think that heavy Zuka is going to play a big part before we get to 4ER. Going with this defensive.
I think it's hard because you got no well, yes, you've got bullet with shock knuckles, but you've got no way of clearing mines efficiently, and all it takes is one mine for Azuka to literally kill her and like all her family, because there's no true health.
No, but you could have rifles on. You know, if you've got rifles on deck, if you've got heavies on deck, bullet and his shock knuckles, or even brick and a cluster bomb eventually, and then you could even throw a bunch of Grens in there as well, a bag of Grens
Well,
in there.
gee, I mean, you must have a lot more tokens than what we're gonna have because you're.
No, I'm talking about just in general, the 3ER meta in not specifically first day meta, but 3ER in general, because before we go 3ER is going to get filthy for most of us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that I do think that heavy Zuka is going to become. I mean, you might even see that full Grens become a clear. You know, if these cluster bases come off. I'm just thinking of that 3ER deck. I mean, we haven't really talked decks yet as such, have we? Let's go.
I mean, really just drop one heavy, one circle, one heavy, one circle, just all across the and then you stop knuckles.
Jess, are you like covering your mic?
No, I'm not. It might be just because I'm in the hospital. The acoustics are different from when I'm
Yeah,
at the house.
The start of what you said there was really muffled.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying you might be able to drop heavy Zuka just across the ramp and then use shock knuckles through that little narrow like passage, and just because it's narrow till you get to the back of 3, and then just use shock knuckles to clear the way, and might be able to clear those 3 decks really quickly with HC. Plus shock knuckles clears mine, so.
Yeah,
Here's
so
a question, fellas. Jess Martin.
I was just about to go to
Both
that.
starting rank 13 or below, do you think it's more important to focus more on offense or defense more?
I think defense. I think defense this season makes sense, as opposed to another season. Like every season makes.
It's a little cliche.
Every
Defense makes sense. Defense this season makes sense like that.
It's just. I mean, boom cannons. I think are key, but there's always that proto in 3ER, and I've made that mistake before that you don't pick up a proto in 3ER, and then you're pretty much paying for it for the rest of the season. I think getting the Sky Shield will pretty much force people to stop doing, well, not stop doing heavy rush, but it will make heavy rush sort of difficult because they can't be flaring the last DR. They're going to have to free clear around it. So it would be, I'd be going for Sky Shield, which then pretty much means that you're right next to boom cannons. You may as well pick it up because you've gone all that way down, and then you focus on your offense. And I think we do have enough offense with, I mean, Bullet being on path means, Bullet Taunt is going to pretty much take the majority of the hits. And then it's just about, your heavies rocking through the mines. So yeah, I think this season it's about dirtying up, to be honest. Doesn't mean it's going to be like that every season. That's just my opinion.
Zuka's 3ER I mean, would you go top path in which case if you were 13, or would you go through the cannons?
Yeah,
You go,
I'd be going through top path.
so
For me,
you'd be
I mean,
going.
me starting at such a
That's
low rank, I'll be going with so starting tech for me at rank 6 with 108 keys. I can literally go 3 and that multi-node and have like 4 keys left over. So that just makes sense, as opposed to getting the rifles, then having to wait to get cannons, then having to get the warriors, then having to get, you know, it's just going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
so much quicker to get the bullet. I think you need to rush to a hero. Is pretty much your first option.
So Scully, if we're talking 13 start, Iron 13 start, you go Zuka 3 engine room. I mean, I'm not sure where you'd get your, if you went 5 there, 5 there, 5 there, 5 there, and 5 on grid. Oh yeah, so you getting your 300 tech's going to be easy enough. Your opening chest alone would take you to Sky Shield. Go in the top path. So yeah, go in. Going. Oh, give me crayons. So go in this path. You could get to Sky Shield without actually even needing to open a chest. If you did that, let's take that down. Up. If you did that, you could then well, you're going to want to get boom cannons, so that would be your first iron chest. Flamethrowers. Flamethrowers would be presumably, yeah, your second iron chest. Even if you got 2 more iron chests, gives you 36 more keys to play with. So yeah, so like I said, on catch up. Oh, it's so slow. Wait, thing. Oh God, the.
Also, people, please don't spend all your tokens on upgrading bullet. In a 3 meta, like tick 2 bullets probably, you know, all you need. You may need tick 3, but wait on tick 3 until after you've upgraded all your other stuff, because bullet is expensive.
Gonna work this time. Okay, so yeah, so going that starting 13, that's your opening chests. You can then grab flamethrowers and building health with your next 2 iron chests. That would then leave you, what did we say? That leaves you 36 keys. Let's change that. No, let's change that to building health. Makes more sense. So yeah, building health, it leaves you 38 keys. Building health and flamethrowers leaves you 38 keys, which you could use. You go boom cannons. You can't quite. You could come down through smoke and pick up boom cannons. You could pick up smoke and sniper towers. Or you start coming down this path. I think probably coming. What do you reckon if you've gone that path, Jess? What do you reckon's the most efficient way? Do you reckon coming down through rifles? It's got to be rifles and cannons and warriors rather than smoke and warriors, hasn't it?
I think so, because no matter what, you have to get smoking warriors. So you're gonna have to get those anyway. So might as well get them on the first run, and then on the way you get cannons. Plus, getting cannons and rifles now. I mean,
No, sorry.
You know,
That's so with a 14 start like we've got, we can afford to go that bottom path and switch with this top path.
whatever gets you Sky Shield and your 2 stat nodes the earliest.
So
I'd
Sky
recommend. So going top path is fine.
although if you went bottom path, you're not going to get to Sky Shield quite as quick.
Yeah, but bottom path, if you're not starting, where you can go bottom path and get Sky Shield out the gate, then going top path is just as fine. I'm just doing it so that I can save keys later. It's a conscientious move now to save keys later. Plus, I prefer cannons immediately over mortars. But if you're starting at a lower rank, the key is to get Sky Shield out first, because that's game changing. And then you go for your BH, your TD, and then you look around and see how the meta's developing and what defenses you need to add accordingly after that.
Just looking at the other path where you get to if you smoke bullet. Bomb. Yeah, so if you're starting 23, starting 13, you finish 23, and you went the bottom path. Let's have a new one. Right, so yeah, if you're starting 23,
I love
you
Andrew's confidence. I've made my plan. I'm sticking to it.
So 23, starting 23. Bloody. Starting 23 will get you to here. Next chest will give you Sky Shield. Then you can look at coming back for building health and troop damage. I think that's right. Just check that off against there. And then you get Sky Shield.
Jess,
So you'd need 2 chests for that.
The stream's coming through Jess's microphone or whatever.
Oh, is it? Getting a bit of feedback from Jess.
Bit of feedback.
H. I think you're going to be short. TD, you'd be 1 chest short. Okay, so bring that back up. Yeah, so if you start at 23, finish 23, start 13, your opening chest will get you to shock bomb. 2 more chests required to get you to your proto 1. Your 3rd chest will get you building health, and your 4th chest won't quite get you your TD, but it would give you flamethrowers, I believe. And you'd be 2 keys short of flamethrowers as well. That's a nuisance. So yeah, that would be a potential 13 start. Then your rank chest, one rank chest would get you the TD. Your next rank chest, flamethrowers. So that's kind of where 13 would start. Alternatively, like we said, you can take that path, which takes you straight to the Sky Shield without your opening chests, and then from there you could probably get flamethrowers without opening the calculator up again. I'm not sure. Get you flamethrowers, get you building health, but then obviously you're a fair distance. You'd have to come presumably smoke warriors TD, and then look at going back for rifles and potentially cannons and potentially rifles. What other questions have we got going on in there? I made my plan of sticking to it and making it work. And no doubt you will. Brick and bullet early. It's a shame you can't drop two heroes. Season will be fun until we hit 5, and then it'll be a grind with the Sky Shield, critter launchers and rocket launchers on deck. Yeah, it will be, because there won't be much of a meat shield around. That's why I'm thinking about getting Kavan as well before 5.
So Martin, with obviously your donkey account's going to be getting everything in 3. Your bull account is probably going to be going for the Sky Shield. Is your meerkat account going straight?
I think my meerkat account is going to, yeah, exactly. So as you've just said, donkey will be going to boom cannons first, and then I'll be filling out the bottom. Once I've got my grenadiers, it will stop. I think I'm going to have a much easier time in 3ER this time than I had last season. Bull, like you said, will be doing the Sky Shield path. So I think meerkat, it's only fair that we take meerkat at least to rocket choppers on day 1 and see what happens. So yeah, join me on Tuesday to find out whether whether there was any legs in going rocket choppers, or whether it was an absolutely ridiculous move to make. You never know. You might join me Tuesday with me top 50 on the leaderboard.
Well, I think there hasn't been that many discussions about trying to get to bombardiers early. There was a few discussions in our task force if bombers without shock are going to be able to clear with basically no bullet. When you have the brick battle orders, rifle trickling in, bombers basically standing back, no rocket launchers if the players don't have the mortars. But because there's no troop health yet on deck at the time that you get the bombers, they're going to be very fragile. But I do like it.
Mac 10 in the chat. What's up, Warshippers? Checking in and rewatch tonight or tomorrow at 3 a.m. Good luck, everyone, tomorrow morning. And thanks to Martin, Jess, and presumably you as well, Polly. Hope you're on the mend, Jess. I hope you're on the mend, Jess. And Skull for all the tips. What's up, Mac? Thanks for joining us. We got Roy for the win there as well. What's up, Martin and everyone? Greybeard too, and Zendo. Ashley O as well. Ashley O's just said maybe bombers and riflemen can work. That's what we would sort of. That's what I'm kind of going to be putting my money into on my meerkat account. As you can see, the path on the screen at the moment is direct to rocket choppers, but more primarily from rocket choppers, then to bombardiers and troop damage 100. From there, I'm going to probably pick up the troop health, and then I'll review the situation. If I can get to gold, and
you're going to keep going forward.
If I can get to gold and that can hold me in gold, then I don't know. Maybe I will go round to Seekers by the quickest path. I kind of think at at this point, I may end up coming round the U bend, as it were. A lot depends on A, how the account's doing, and B, what's going on in my real life, because it hasn't completely resolved itself yet. There's still one more act that has to take place. And when that happens, obviously everything will go quiet from me for a period of time again, only a short period. But yeah, so I can't really make many plans sort of too far in advance. But certainly Meerkat, in the first few days, we're gonna take that crazy path to damage, get as much TD as we can. Where's the calculator? Here's the calculator.
But yeah, I was
There's
just
the
bringing up
calculator.
a few seasons ago, Stoneheart showed me that hit with Bullet Rifle Bomber. I think that'll be the meta in 4 where you drop Bullet out way in front and you let him go, and then you just have 2 boats of rifles and you let them go, and you just let Bullet take all the heat, and then you have your bombers in the background just slow rolling up and full clearing once it gets like super dirty.
Groove, if you mean where is a copy of the calculator, it's all over Telegram, in the Sugar Ship, in Join at Own Risk, in the BBTFRG groups, in Mob 3, it's in the Warship group, it's also available on BBTFRG on Facebook and Discord, and if you still can't find it in any of those places, look me up on Telegram, and I will send you your own personal copy. And that
For a
goes
small price of $1.99.
Yeah. No, like I've always said, the tree has always, and sorry, the calculator has always and will always be free. I'll never charge for it, no matter how desperate I get and how many roofs appear in the how many holes appear in the roofs of my house, and you know, the fact that I've got to walk to work with bin bags on me taped around my feet, and I'll never ask for a penny for it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, where if you can't find it, hook me up on Telegram and I'll send you a copy. Evan correct, but sniper towers and cannons will slow them down. Then it's off to 4-yard nodes. I do you know, I don't sniper towers. What are they? Are they really worth it?
Oh yeah, they're huge.
Are they?
Against an RC, yes. Against heavy rush, maybe. I mean, a max sniper tower is gonna hurt a heavy. Once bombardiers get into play, a sniper tower is also huge.
It's not so much about what they can do as much as it's another 4 buildings that you have on the deck that somebody has to clear on the way to finish you, you know? So what they don't make up in damage, they're just a building that you still have to clear, you know?
What is your plan above, Zendo?
Zendo says, I am going flames BH straight to brick, then back for 2 flames, mortars and snipers. Most tech for least keys. This should fizzle heavy rush, and I'll have heavy Zuka battle orders.
I don't see how that's going to fizzle heavy rush, because people that have got bullet are just going to literally walk, taunt, drop, heavies, flare an ER, and flare another ER, taunt, smoke, taunt, flare another ER, and that's it, because you don't have a sky shield.
Yeah, need the sky shield, or even they can use their shock bomb and shock knuckles in unison to just full clear you really quick.
Yeah, I think I can see the mindset of Zendo's thinking. I just think that the sky shield is
Clip it, Andro. Just clip it.
You can clip it, Andro.
Just go back and clip the last 30 seconds.
Andrew wants that for her leisure. I think the sky
I'm sure
shield
she
this
doesn't.
season is. Oh, I hope not. I think the sky shield this season really serves a big purpose. Like a really big purpose, because it's going to stop the heavy rush. It's going to make heavy rush. It won't make heavy rush fizzle, but it'll make heavy rush a little bit difficult. So
It always does. Like Jess has said, or I think it's in. I think Stone's put it in his book, in his his How to Defeat Warships book that he's publishing.
oh, yeah.
The key,
His memoir.
the key nodes around like your building health, your troop damage, these are key nodes. They're like must have nodes. I think Sky Shield's the same, and all right, it's only a Sky Shield 1, but it's the only one on the tree, and
Yeah.
to
And when
that
you got nothing to get rid of it.
and to that, yeah, I mean later in the game it's going to become a non-entity, because you're just going to bar it out. I mean, 100 BH on a Sky Shield 1, what's that going to be? 3 artillery? 3 barrage, 2 artillery, or 1 and 4? 2-2. It's not going to be it's not going to be expensive to bar out the way, let's face it. Not when you've got 100 GBE in your pocket and you're clearing the bases at the same time. It's not going to be expensive. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to serve too much of a purpose late in the game, so you might as well make it serve its purpose at the beginning, because that's where it's going to be useful.
Actually, I'm confused by your question. But what is better, the multi-node or sniper towers?
She's saying, like, instead of getting sniper towers because they aren't as good defensively, would it be just as good to get 3 machine guns on a multi-node instead of getting just the unlocking the sniper towers, which has the 4D? But snipers are
I've
basic.
always seen sniper towers, and it's something that with a few seasons of doing our own risk. Sniper towers are always that one sort of defense that you don't really put much notice on. You don't really. I mean, if you've got it and you're forced to unlock it, yeah, you get it. You put some ticks in it. But if it's off path, you can you're never going to hit a base and be like, "Ooh, God, that base was tough with sniper towers," especially early. But the thing is, if, for instance, the RC does become a meta, if the RC does really become a meta, which, as much as I love RCs, I don't think they're going to become a meta until players with shock get them. Because once players with shock, bullet, smoke get to 4ER and RCs, it's game on, and that's what's going to be exciting. But players that don't have that sort of the tools to help the RCs, if they face a sniper tower base, their RCs are just going to be getting picked off left, right, and center. But with a heavy rush sort of meta, sniper towers aren't really that big.
I think
Again, I think the biggest emphasis is we're trying to say to most people in the community that the Sky Shield this season is the one thing you're going to want to get. So try to get there in the most efficient tech path, and also don't count out the 2 max MGs are huge.
I think that when you're talking about a choice of a multi-node between the sniper tower, like Ashley said, it's the token requirement that I look at, and that is to say that if you can max, or at least tick 4 the tech that you're opening, in this case the sniper towers, then yeah, I would go for the sniper towers. If you don't have the tokens, or you're better off putting the tokens into something else, for example bullet, then I would probably get the MGs. If opening sniper towers and maxing sniper towers prevented me from maxing rocket launchers on a specific unlock, what I would probably do is to get the machine guns, use the tokens that I've got to get the rocket launchers, and then come back and get the sniper towers and max them at a later date. Yeah, my point
I
is
think
that I'd be...
I think one of the nurses unplugged Jess's Discord.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, my point is that I'd be going slightly off path for 3 MGs and 3 mortars. Where are you looking for 3 MGs and 3 mortars? Because that's like well up the tree into 6 ER beyond Scorchers. Oh, I thought I thought the multi-node above 3 ER was 3 MGs, not 2. No, it's two flamethrowers, 2 sniper towers, or 2 machine guns. No, the 333 one is the one above the Scorchers. Yeah, I would always go flamethrowers over machine guns. On a multi-node, always flamethrowers over machine guns, because machine guns don't always... Not every bullet from a machine gun hits, whereas every lick of flame from a flamethrower counts. Yeah, Nurse is checking Jess over. He's getting they're checking his sky shield and upgrading his bullet or something, I think.
Do what, where?
Jess, he's just said the Nurse is upgrading his bullet or something. Replace the critter launchers with... Replace the critter launchers with blood pudding launchers, and that's... Apex is still disgusted by the thought of black pudding. He's not been able to concentrate on the stream for the last 40 minutes for the thought of black pudding.
There was so Jess obviously still listening in on the screen. So what was it, 2 seasons ago? Jess was like, "Oh, I'm so ready for this season. I'm so ready. Got me Red Bull," and then he's like fell asleep like 15 minutes before the start, and then completely missed his window.
Yeah.
I hope the nurses give a few sleeping tablets to you tonight, Jess. Just when you're like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, "Oh, this patient hasn't gone to sleep yet. We're gonna have to put him down."
Get some sedative inside him. Guys, how's the stream? I don't suppose it's that laggy at all, to be fair, because it's just the picture on the screen. But I've got a lot of frames missed due to rendering lag here. I've turned off everything I can. I suppose there's a couple more programs. Put that down. Yeah, so it's saying that I'm missing several frames. I've got as much turned off as I can do, but nobody said anything about it being laggy or anything. Obviously, it's only really audio that's coming through at the moment, as we're not doing much with the picture. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why.
Hey, internet model or what?
No, it's not. It's the graphics processor. At the end of the day, I'm streaming from an iMac. And it doesn't have a separate GPU, and that really is the, if I could upgrade the iMac and put a separate GPU in it, I would, but I can't. I've done all I can with it. I've put the maximum amount of RAM in it that I can have, and that's as much as I can do with it. It's now just a question of saving for a better streaming rig, but you know what happens. Halfway through saving and something breaks on the car, or your wife has a birthday or something like that needs some money spent on it.
Priorities.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, what more is there to say about the tree? Without kind of going up the back end, and
I think now, other than talking about a tree, I think we've got a few Aussies now, so I think it is time for your explanation.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. So.
Well, I think this is where you turn your beautiful camera on, so the people can look you dead in the eye, Mr. Martin.
Let's come back over here.
This is going to revolutionise BBTFRG.
So,
and I mean,
there are some people.
Great.
There are some of you who are aware of the sport of cricket, and others who are completely unaware of the sport of cricket. For those of you that are unaware, every 2.5 years, England play Australia in a tournament that's called the Ashes. And there's a huge amount of rivalry between English cricket fans and Australian cricket fans over this tournament, over this trophy. Anyway, this summer it was England's turn to host the tournament, and in true Anglo-Australian style, Polly and I started bantering way back at the start of the summer when the tournament kicked off, and we made a couple of little bets. One financial, and that basically involves whoever wins the tests pays the other money, and then we kind of made it a bit more interesting.
Hold on, hang on, I'm going to interrupt. Hang on, Apex, if you want to unsubscribe now, mate, you don't understand the amount of Mickey that we're going to get out of Martin next season.
Oh, miles and miles.
Oh, right. So you hit that subscribe button again, because you're going to want to stay tuned.
So Polly said, well, I'll tell you what, if England win the series, I'll double the amount of money that I will pay you in the bet. I said, okay, so what do you want in return? He said, well, if Australia win, I have to spend the entire season paying homage to Australia and Australians. And in a nutshell, because Manchester is the capital of rain in the UK, it means that Australia retain the Ashes, which means I have to go through with this paying homage to Australia bet. So it won't be happening this season because I haven't had time to organise it. But next season, for season 50, I shall be dressed in all manner of Australian attire, including a kangaroo, Dame Edna Everage. Look her up if you don't know who she is. Possibly a koala. Shane Warne was another one that I maybe... Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Steve Irwin will be another costume I will be donning.
There'll be an Australian flag.
I'm working on the Australian twang, mate. So I can spend most of next season doing the accent, doing the voice, mate. So that's something else that I'll be working on. I might even put myself a nice big Australian flag over the background there, possibly.
Oh, no, it won't be a possibly. It will be a definitely.
Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, there's another one. Dame Edna Everage. Dude, it's a dude. Yeah, no, Pete's been lurking all streamed, and then suddenly comes in with.
He's waiting for that.
Dame Edna is a dude, by the way. Yeah, no, I know that.
And we're actually working with Pete, and Pete is going to be, well, hopefully Pete can sort of mix a few Aussie hits, Aussie tunes. Martin's intro is going to be the down under song from Men at Work. It's we're going out. So
we're going to be very Antipodean theme in next season's stream. So that's oh God, that's what I've agreed to. So that's what will be happening next season.
That's what happens when your team's right.
It's not over yet, although you boys had a reasonable morning this morning. But we're not going to get into cricket.
Actually, hang on. What did happen? Did the whole last session get rained out?
Because 135 for none. So it's
bloody typical England bloody summer.
Yeah, no, typical. But I say hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. And we'll have the voice down. I might even work on some regional Vegemite sandwich. Of course, mate. Vegemite sandwich and a VB beer. We'll be loving a 4X. We'll be loving it.
I can't wait. For the Shane Warne, because when we spoke about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to get the second part of that costume from, or exactly how well it'll go down with Supercell streaming. Sort of. That one might have to feature on Pete's channel.
I'll be happy.
Big barrel of Fosters, just here. That's what I need.
just can't wait for the wife. You know, when your wife is just like getting all these packages at the front door, and she's like, "Oh boy," because I don't think you've told her, have you?
Not entirely, no. Not exactly what's going to be, you know.
Because you were still hoping, oh, maybe by some miracle, England play it off, but they don't.
No, I mean, if it hadn't have rained, then I think we'd have a big picture of Kylie Minogue. I was going to go for an Australian flag. We're going for an Australian flag, actually, Pete, in the background.
Yeah, we're getting the Australian flag.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I
I mean,
send a photo of me. You can send a photo of me and Johnny if you want, your two favourite Aussies.
I thought you were going to say a picture of you and Kylie.
Oh, nah, I wish.
But yeah, I think you know that's for next season. That won't be happening this season. I'll be
Season 50 is going to be bigger and better in more ways than one.
Yeah, it's going to be something special. It'll be something special on BBTFRG as well. I have to change this background out a little bit, I think. But yeah, I do you know, actually we could go like an Aussie flag over this shoulder, and then a big picture of Kylie where the cows are over that shoulder.
Yeah, do it.
That could work. Or possibly the neighbour's cast over that shoulder. I'm not sure how the wife would feel about me taking her cow pictures down for picture of the Ramses and the.
All you need to do is have the flag draping over the shelves. Or you could just paint the whole wall blue if you want.
Jason Donovan is kicking around there somewhere. Yeah, I think he's ready to take over from. What's his name? His name's just escaped me now. Used to be a kids presenter. Gordon the Gopher, white hair, just been into all sorts of trouble. This would have been much. Philip Schofield, he's getting ready to take over from Philip Schofield, just like he did with Jason and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. That would have been a lot slicker if I could have rolled his name straight off the tip of my tongue.
People have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That definitely is a joke for the British. I'll explain a little bit more to you when we're off stream about that one. We'll let him play Joseph in his Technicolor Dreamcoat. He never left. Still running around stage. Right. Are we done? It's 10 o'clock. What have we done? 90 minutes on it. Anyone got any questions about the tree? About where they should go? Well, yeah, Pete. So Pineapple gets all the defences possible as early as possible. GE just goes straight for as much damage as quickly as possible. And I don't know what you're doing with Derek's cabin. But yeah, that's your plan sorted. Scully knows what he's doing with his account that starts in 13. I've sorted mine out. Apex says, yes, we're done. He needs to go and get this thought of black pudding out of his mind. Yeah, anyone, any questions? Cabin is doing what Zendo said earlier, Zooks and Brick. Oh, fair enough. Going a bit of HZ battle orders, eh? Nice.
Surely one account's going straight to Seekers, Pete. Surely.
Seekers are too far up the tree. They're just surely too far up the tree to be rushing.
I think a lot of people are just still forgetting the bombardiers.
GE is going straight to rocket choppers, yeah.
Bombardiers are huge, and it's going to be the great unknown, really. Because if you can go, if you can get with the rifles and diddles, and you can just maintain gold, not getting your rank chests, just hitting 16, and you're dropping out, dropping down, dropping out. and then all of a sudden you can get enough tech to get, you know, a few rank chests. You know, you're ahead of everyone, really.
I hate
Um,
bombers. I always choose the other thing. So I'm assuming you're going to be opening bombers for that 100 TD though, Pete, because that's going to, you know, that's going to help your RCs no end, isn't it? But no love in bombers. One thing I would say, Scully, obviously in Slack, I asked the question about season 50. We've been told that it's going to be something special, not game changing special, but something special. So it probably is worth putting a little bit extra in this season just to try and finish that little rank higher. You know, if it's 20, if you normally finish 23, try and push for 24.5. If you normally finish 24.5, try and push for legendary. So just try and get that extra chest at the start of next season, because it may well be worth it. Yeah, I have to, but I
or
probably
for
will
a
put
full
in.
season reset. Come on now.
A full season reset 4 times in a month. That was absolutely priceless. I got a little chat going with these guys, and I said to them about next season was going to be, what did I say? Next season was going to be 4 1-week seasons with a 10% reset in between each one, but the key values would be reflected to, so you could fill out the little private chat that we've got. It blew up, absolutely blew up, and yeah, it caused me all sorts of giggles. But there you go. We can only hope it somehow becomes an RC season. Yeah, HCRC is going to be a thing at the end, isn't it? Obviously. Because it's not, although there is extra, there's quite a few extra cannons around, isn't there? 3 extra cannons there. There's a Doom cannon on that one, 3 extra sniper towers on that one. So there's quite a lot of anti chopper stuff around, isn't there? Sky Shield, not that that's going to come into much play. It's going to be a tri-meta. End of the season is going to be a tri-meta. Without a shadow of a doubt, there'll be some sort of tri or quad meta with lasers and bombers and seekers and various forms
I
of...
think it will be HCRC with do we have 150 troop damage?
150 troop damage,
Correct?
100 BH. But you have got, I mean, you've got the potential for 10 sniper towers.
Yeah.
8 cannons. No, 10 cannons. Yeah, 10 sniper towers, 10 cannons, 4 boom cannons, and a DC on deck, as well as a grap, a boom surprise. There's a lot of things there that can do damage to, you know,
Well,
once we're at even...
when you've got HC and you've got Bullet out in front copying the hits, and it's all about, you know, shocking critters. I mean, sorry, shocking your Doom cannon, putting critters out. You know, when your heavy choppers are dropping heavies, and then your RCs with 150 troop damage are just literally taking it, like, you know, just going from behind, never going to be taken out of anything. Yeah, I think it's also interesting to note that with such little troop health, lasers might actually not be viable this season.
HCRC all the way. Airwolf in London. Yeah, I think that it depends on what you're best with. If you're good with HCRC, you'll make them work. If you're good with HC bombers, you'll make them work. If you're good with HC bullet seekers, you'll find a way to make it work. There'll be a tri-meta that exists somewhere in between all of that. But when you're even tech, that's pretty much the way it is, because that's how they design the trees, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
you know, you've got Laser ladies too fragile for sure. Bring back the max level ladies. What with the extra little bit of health that they had, made a difference, didn't it? Did make a difference when you had
50
levels.
trip is going to be tougher than RC. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be tougher than RC, but it's also not going to cop a full brunt, is it? The heavy chopper is going to cop the damage.
But when you've got 10 sniper towers, 100% DBD scattered around, 10 cannons with 100% DBD. I mean, 10 cannons with 100% DBD against the 50.
See, that's the thing, right? When you've got so much defense like that, you're going to want to keep everything together, right? So, you're not going to be dropping one heavy chopper and one boat of bombers to take out, one side. It sort of seems like you may as well keep everything together. You do like a 3-5 with bullet out in front, taunting, and stuff like that. It's going to be very interesting. I mean, I like when there's a little bit extra troop damage, because things go down a lot quicker than what they normally do.
For a what appears to be a very kind of middle of the road vanilla-y sort of tree, I think it's going to have a few twists and turns on the way. I think it's going to be, that there'll be some moments where we get some really good hits coming out. Like always, it's consistent. That's the one thing that with Warships you get that consistency of ups and downs, peaks and troughs, ebbs and flows. Well, 1 minute you love the game and the next you're uninstalling it. That's Warships, isn't it? And
Yep, basically in a nutshell.
we've got another 21 days of it to look forward to, starting tomorrow morning. So I think the best thing that I could probably do now is to wind this up and let you boys that want to get some sleep, and those of you that don't, get your coffee on, get you through the night, and we'll all reconvene again on Scully's channel at 0900, wherever that may be in the world. And
then for all the Aussies, we're going to start working.
yeah, or I think that's about the best course of action we can take right now. I say that I don't think there's any more questions in the chat, so thank you all very much for rocking along. It's good to see you back. It's been great to be back on air as well. And I say there should be a fair bit more from me this season, one way or t'other. But you want to say goodnight, Polly?
Well, I'm not going to sleep, so
Well, no,
I'm going to work. But no, thanks for having me on. Hope everyone has a good season, and if our path sucks, do not blame us. It's all on you.
We held no responsibility whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
Is Jess still on? No, Jess has dropped off. Okay, well, I'm sure Jess would say thank you all very much for joining. Don't forget to no more black pudding talk, please. Don't forget to get over onto Jess's channel, give him a subscribe if you haven't already. Is exclamation? I can't even remember whether it is exclamation mark Jess. To be honest, I don't even know if the bloody Streamlabs bot's been working tonight. Has anyone seen anything from Streamlabs tonight?
Oh, he's Jess.
Jess and his
Probably
heart.
haven't logged back in.
Jess and his heart monitor beeping in the background. No,
I was muted.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been muted the whole time.
There's not been a single peep out of
You haven't. You probably haven't logged in to Streamlabs.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. No bots at all. No, I've just noticed that. I need to go and investigate that. Chrome will open me up a window. There we go. There's one.
I'm going to jump off. Good luck,
No
everyone.
worries. I'm going to say goodbye anyway, and then I'll go and
see you guys
investigate
on
that.
the
Otherwise, I'm
seas
going to be
shortly.
sat here in silence while I investigate why there's no bots. Yeah, thanks a lot. Jess, do you want to say a quick goodbye before I sign off?
Yeah, awesome, guys. Glad everybody got some help or assistance on their path. If you still have any questions, regardless of what task force or whatever you're in, find out Martin, find Polly, find myself on Telegram or Discord. If you have any questions that you didn't feel like either were answered or that you wanted to ask but didn't want to ask in a public manner, please don't hesitate to ask us. We want to help you guys as much as possible and help everyone. So if you do have a question, comment, or concern, please ask one of us. Feel comfortable to do
Definitely.
so.
Amen.
Definitely.
Amen to that. And on that
yeah.
note, we will be saying goodbye for a short period of time. I will see you on the seas tomorrow. Those of you that I match, please go gentle with me. I need the decent start. And I will probably go live Tuesday night, I would have thought, by the time everybody else has done their, you know, Scully's got his normal open, and I'm sure Pete will pick up the first evening shift tomorrow, so I will probably go live Tuesday evening. Thank you all very much for joining in with the stream this evening. Always great to see you, and I will see a lot more of you in the coming days. Oh, I'm late, dang, says Kawhi. Yes, sorry about that, mate. We've been going for about 90 minutes now, but obviously you're more than welcome to go back and have a look at it. But yeah, we're winding it up now. So we will catch up with you all very soon. And remember, people,
Hasta luego.
don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do, don't get caught. If you get caught, you don't know me. All right, guys, good night.